Hello, everybody. It is Sue here, and it's wonderful to have you here following along with me in Psalm 37. Today, we're going to work on verses 10 through 13, and I actually did a bit of a study because there was a word that absolutely caught my eye as I was reading these verses. So let me read them to you. So verse 10, so Psalm 37 verse 10 reads, "In a little while the wicked will disappear. Though you look for them, they will be gone." Verse 11, "Those who are gentle and lowly will possess the land. They will live in prosperous security." Yep, that's us. I don't want to be the wicked that disappear, that's for sure. Verse 12, "The wicked plot against the godly. They snarl at them in defiance." I mean, do you guys find that in this, the world that we live in, the Bible does say we will be persecuted, and I find that that is very true. I just do personally. I'm sure you do as well. But this is the verse that absolutely caught my eye. So verse 13, "But the Lord just laughs, for he sees their day of judgment coming." So he's talking about the wicked, and that the Lord knows that our judgment day is coming, but for them, they will not be judged very well. But the word Lord, now I don't know if you all would have caught this or not. The word Lord in this particular verse was uppercase L and then lowercase O-R-D. I find that for the most part, Lord in the Old Testament is all caps. And, I did a study a while back as to why that is, and I'll explain that really quickly. I don't want to get too much into it, but as soon as I saw Lord spelled this way, it immediately caught my eye. Immediately, I'm like, oh my gosh, why is it like that? So I studied again, and I'm just going to kind of read to you what I learned. So the word Lord in all caps originally would be YHWH, which, we would these days say Yahweh. But the four consonants, the reason why it was spelled like this is because the Jews considered this title sacred and did not pronounce it. So they would never say like the whole word, but they would, use the four consonants, YHWH. But that really means like, so the creator, eternal existence, so that's what YHWH or Lord in all caps represents. But Lord, with just a capital L, is the English rendition of the Hebrew word Adonai. Now, Adonai means my Lord. I learned it as my Lord, my master, right? So this Lord is about sovereignty, strength, power. You can, in Romans 9:21. But what's interesting is that, and I don't know that if I confused you more, because this takes a little while to sink in. I don't know if you want to take a screenshot of this, but very interesting. And so what they did was, so the scribes borrowed vowels from the word Adonai, and this evolved into Jehovah in the 12th century. So even though this is Yahweh, we tend to use Jehovah because Yahweh is not a known word. Jehovah is a much better known word. So like in 1901, well, the translation that doesn't use all capital letters in 1901 is the English Standard Version, and it only uses Jehovah. Just like interesting stuff. So it just really caught my eye, and it's just something of interest to me. And I don't know if that was like way too much information, but it's just, I don't know. I just am interested in that, so it caught my eye. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started on this 2-page spread. And I have this music paper here that I do want to use on these 2 pages. So as you can see, I'm starting out with just black and white. So when I do that, I tend to like to get a pop of color. And the pop of color that I'm going to try to get on here is purple. But then it kind of went from purple into pink into a little bit of yellow or orange. So I don't know. We will see. And I have this new ephemera pack from Prima. And it does have like the purplish pink, so I might go through that. We'll see. And I have this really fun stencil from Barbara. Thank you so much. Barbara sent me an awesome little happy mail, so I'm going to try to pull that in. And I also do have a lot of just black and white different, you know, pieces here. So we'll see. I don't know what I'm going to pull in and what I won't pull in. And I'm thinking about doing a lot of layering on this one, but I'm not sure. And then I also have this from Simple Stories with those flowers, those gray flowers. You know, I think I'm going to take them out right away because I might, you know, want to use them. And if they're not out, you know. And I just haven't, I think I want to get a separate little bin for these. I don't know. But I will take them out of the packaging because you know I feel very strongly about that. All right, so I'm going to just start by getting some background down. I am going to add watercolor. I have my Prima watercolor set. And you know what? I have to say, I have quite a few watercolors. Not a tremendous amount, trust me. But, you know, a good selection. I have to tell you, the kits that come like this are by far my favorite. And I don't know if it's because of the ease of using them. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Let me know what your favorite watercolors are. Like, what one do you grab the most? That's what I want to know. Like I said, I have several different ones, but if I'm going to just grab something, it's going to be one of these smaller sets. All right, and using my glue stick. Now, obviously, I have, you know, a little bit of a plan in my head, but not a big plan. And my goal is to use as much die cuts and ephemera that I can. Whoops, that's upside down. So I do like to get as much as possible onto my pages. I'm just tearing the bottom off of these. Like there's like no need for me to have this on the paper, on the pages. And I had used these actually for like drop paper. I mean, you can see I have like paints. I have black paint, white paint. I have sprays. I have charcoal. I have everything on these, and that's what makes it fun, right? So maybe you want to pull something out of your stash that's like, has some yumminess on it already. Okay. So I do know, you know, from now placing these on here, I can see pretty well where I want to place them. Now, knowing that, I'm going to go and I'm going to pull out what started this whole purple idea here. Because I think it's nice to have a little pop of something, right? Whatever it is. I normally, as you probably know, I would normally do pink. But in this case, I want to do some purple. So let's see. Now that kind of, I don't know, actually that kind of looks pretty. And maybe that's what I'll do. I know it doesn't reach the whole, you know, end to end of the doily, but I kind of like it. Oh, I kind of like that a lot, actually. Okay, I'm going to try not to say the word actually so much. Because I know I do. I'm sorry. I need to get away from that word. All right, I'm going to start getting this stuff down. So I know I want this here. I'm just going to do this because we're going to make this easy peasy. And this, and this is, I don't know what collection of Project Life cards. I think it is, could be the Kiwi collection, could be. All right, I'm going to pull this down a little bit because I do want to get a little bit of that black in the background there because I like it. All right. Oh, look at, I just smeared. Look at that. I have like, I got the charcoal from there onto my hand and I smeared it onto the, all right, that's good. That's beautiful. Oops. Oopsie daisy. All right. And it's also, because of the way I'm just putting that adhesive on there, obviously the adhesive is coming through like the holes of the doily and I got it on my hands, but that's cool because that makes it even more yummy. All right. I mean, if you are new to watching my channel, you will soon learn that I am pretty messy at what I do, and I prefer it that way. Yeah, that's just me. Okay. So I like that so far. So far, so good. At this point, I'm going to get some paint down. So the first thing I'm going to do, is take a sip of my coffee. Because it is morning time as I'm making this video. I'm just going to go ahead and give a little spray. And I'm going to use one of my favorite brushes for watercolor. And all right, so now I have to think. So I'm kind of thinking I can pull in the purple and the orange, yellow. I think I'm going to start with, gosh, you know, yellow is so much my go-to. I'm going to do a little bit of yellow and a little bit of orange and a little bit of purple. So I don't have a super duper duper plan here. I'm just going to start getting color down. Just going to start getting color down. So let me see. I'm realizing that if I put the yellow on top of the purple, it's still purple, but it's a little bit darker than what I was hoping for. So I'm going to try to keep the yellow off of the purple. Okay, and you know, you can go on to the card a little bit, the Project Life card or your stickers or whatever it is that you're using. And I keep putting my paintbrush into a little cup of water here and make sure it stays nice and wet. All right, I think that's it for the yellow. I'm going to pull in just a little bit of orange, just a little bit of orange. And all I'm thinking about while I'm putting this down is, well, I don't want to cover too much yet. I do like to go over, you know, the different pieces so that it kind of makes everything on the page look like it belongs there and kind of goes together. But I do want to make sure that it looks even to me. So if I have, like, the yellow there was around the doily, so I put the yellow around the doily down here. Then the orange is just on the side, and I think I'm gonna put it over here. I don't want it to be exactly the same, although this is darn close. But I also really like the music paper. So I don't know how much I'm going to actually go over that. But now I'm going to pull in just a little bit of purple. So I'm going to start with, kind of go around that music paper. See, now I really like that look. I like that look. I'm going to take this little bow. This is from the previous page. This little bow right here. I'm going to take off because that's going to get full of purple paint in about 1 second. So I'll put that on afterwards. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of purple down here. Can you leave white space? You absolutely can. Whatever you prefer. All right, so I'm just looking. I feel like I need a little bit of purple over here because it's very much purple that way, but nothing over here except for the doily. So I'm going to put a little bit of purple. I think I'm going to put a little bit of purple just around here. And of course it already has another color there, so the purple is turning a little brown, so I don't want to, I'm just going to kind of dab it on there so that it actually looks purple. Okay. All right. I'm going to do a little dabbing here as well. These pages are really soaking this up. I can tell you, the watercolor is just going right into these pages. So now that I've been using this Prima Traveler's Notebook, I'm going to tell you, no, go with Webster's Pages. Their page, their composition of their pages is just different. The color sits on top of the page much better. Much better. But I will go through this whole book, you know, the Traveler's Notebook. I will finish it. Okay, so that I like. I'm liking the color. I like that I don't have anything on where the music paper is. It's a little bit messy, especially right over here, where I put the purple on top of the orange and the yellow. You know, not the best, but not the worst either. And because I put so much water, well, because I really, you know, put a lot of paint, that purple paint on, so that it actually looked purple. My page is pretty wet. Let me dry from the other side. You can see it's just the purple that came through because I put so much on there. Let's see, and it actually did come through a little bit onto the previous page. All right. Now I could have put a piece of deli paper on there, but I don't know, that it's fine. All right. So now I want to just put a few more pieces of ephemera. I have this little itsy bitsy paper clip. I purchased these many years ago, and I think they are, who the heck makes them? Is it Doodlebug? I think Doodlebug. I can't get it on here. This page right now is feeling a little flimsy to me. All right, but I'm just going to put that there. And maybe I will put something on there. Like I could come and take this little tag and actually, oh, I said the word actually. I should count how many times I actually say actually. All right, and kind of put that there. I can do something like that, right? I'm just going to kind of leave that there for the moment. Let me make sure I clean my brush out, and move that to the side. I do have a flower. I do have this flower as well. Now these are from By the Well for God, these particular die cuts. And let's see. Notes from today, I like that. I don't want to cover that. See, now if I put that over there, I really like that, except that then there's no flower on this side. I could add, see now I don't like these flowers because now they don't have enough color. I could color them, right? At some point I will. At some point I will. I have this little heart. Maybe I'll use that. And I had even pulled out this. I thought maybe I could tuck it somewhere, but that's not going to happen. I have this little, it says, My Beautiful Grace. Maybe I'll put that down there or over here like that. I think that's what I'll do with that. Now I also have this, but it is way too big for this page. That's the other thing about the, let me open this. I haven't even opened this yet. That's the other thing about this particular Prima Traveler's Notebook is it's an inch shorter than my Webster's pages, and I miss it. That inch makes a really, really big difference. So I add fun stuff onto my pages, like there's a cute little two-seater bicycle. Oh, this is a beautiful collection. This is a Prima collection, and you just saw me open it, so I really haven't had a chance to go through it. I'm going to kind of move this over, and let's look at the butterflies. Look at how pretty. So the name of this is Prima Ephemera Lavender. It's the Lavender collection. So let's see what's in here. Oh, look at how beautiful that is. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at all the pretty, and it has foil. Oh, look at how gorgeous that is. Oh my gosh. Pretty little heart with foil. Blessed. Lovely. Now this is not the right, well, I mean, you could use that. I was going to say it's not the right purple for the page I'm working on, but you know what? You can make stuff work, right? Maybe I'll put something like that down there. Oh, look at this heart. Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm kind of getting into, oh, look it. Oh, I like that a lot. What does this say? Wonderful, cherished, memories, butterfly, a little clipboard. Wow, these are gorgeous. I'm going to have to do a page or pages you know, with the right colors and use this. I like this collection a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Amazing. Love, you are worth it. Okay, I love that collection. I'm in love with it. All right, let me move it to the side, and let me put this back over here, and let's see what we are going to do with all of this. So I do like that. I do like this. And I'm going to go, you know, with this. I like the way all of this looks. I like that. I did keep this little piece out, but I don't know that I'll use it. And then I have this heart from a different collection, which I might put down there. Yeah, because that's really bothering me, that corner down there. I'm not loving it. I just am not loving that. But that's okay. All right, so let's get these pieces down. And I use a piece of scrap paper to put the adhesive on. And I reuse it. You know, you can use it quite a bit, right? Because by the time I go to use this again, the adhesive on here will be dry. And then, and I can use it again. All right, I'm just making sure that I'm putting that in the right spot, and that said My Beautiful Grace. Because, right, I just thought it kind of went well because it says, those who are gentle and lowly will possess the land. They will live in prosperous security. So I thought that that would look good there. That's pretty there. And you know what? I'm going to bring in this two-seater bicycle. Has absolutely nothing to do with the page, but I think it's super cute and looks really, really, really good there. Now, I had to move it over just a tad because there is a chunk of white paint there, like from long ago, but I do like how it overlaps with the flower. I like that. All right, now on this side, I'm gonna actually take, oh, I said the word actually again. I did it, I did it, I did it. I'm going to use, let me say it that way, my tiny attacher just to get that on there like that so I can still read notes from today. I'm gonna put this little heart down here in the corner. I use a lot of hearts. I do. I'm going to actually, see, I said it again. You guys, how do you get yourself from stop saying something? I don't know. All right. Let's see if I can pull something from here. You strengthen my heart. I'm going to put this over here. I'm trying to think exactly where I would want that. Right there. I like that. And you see how this black pulls from that black and it kind of just brought the page together? I do like that. So I definitely want to put something over here. The wicked plot against the godly. They snarl at them in defiance, but the Lord just laughs. Oh, I could put just believe. Let's see what else I have here. I could even put like a little label. Oh, walk by faith. Remember. See, I love all this stuff. I love it all. Humbly. Just reading. Just reading. Oh, I could have just used this Fearfully and Wonderfully Made on a Bible page I just did, which will be released, that video will be released in October. have this. This was not Bible related, but it is black and white. Yes. Oh, I like that. I like that. So this is a documented faith sticker. And I kind of like that, where it says yes, like that. Because, but the Lord just laughs, for he sees their day of judgment coming. Yes, and amen to that. Some more documented faith. I've had these for a really long time too. I'm going to put says the Lord. So these are clear stickers. So I don't know. I'm going to put it down there so you can actually read it, because says the Lord, right? So, all right, so I like that. Can I get one of these on there? Like, I'm thinking of just pulling one of these off. I like this one right here. And we can add a word on there, because you know I'm going to come through and write on here as well as outline certain pieces. Now I definitely would like to pull this in just a little bit, and I think I will. What color? I know what color I want to use. Let me see if I can pull it out of here. Here it is. So I have archival ink in watering can. It is a great option to using black, so it's not as dark as black, yet it gives you a nice color if you really want it to show up. And this is so pretty that I would love to have it show up. I'm catching myself from saying that word, actually. All right, so I have my makeup sponge that obviously is well used, but I'll bring this down over here. So again, watering can is like a deep gray, and I can see I'm going over the words just a little bit, and that's okay. All right, I have a little bit there, and I'm going to put a little bit down here. Oh, I like that. Look at how pretty that looks. I'm going to put a little bit up here then too. I like that. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you so much. I love it. All right. Now I'm going to take my Signo Uniball in black, my most favorite ever pen for doing what I'm doing. So at this point now, I don't know why I'm outlining the area that's black, but I just did. I am noticing that, you know, I kind of like look and see if anything is kind of getting lost on the page. And that flower was, so is this flower. You'll see it's helping the flowers pop off the page. I'm going to go around the bicycle as well. Looking good, looking good. This little quote is getting lost. All right, I like that. I think that that looks really good. I am going to take this off and write a little something on there. So we will outline the heart on the bottom. That might be all I'm going to outline on this page. Well, let's start over here. So now I want to write, you know, whether it's a, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to actually probably do this a little different. Normally I just pull the scripture and write it a little bit onto the page, but in this case I'm just going to use my notes. I'm going to turn this sideways, and I'm going to write, so I'm going to write YHWH, and it's nothing there is in caps. Derived from, it means to be, equals to be, eternal existence. Oops. Now on this page, because this is the page that has the word Lord on it with just a capital L, on this page I will write Lord equals Adonai, which equals my Lord, something like that. Let's see how I'm going to write this. So Lord equals Adonai. Adonai equals my Lord. And sovereign, strength, power. Sovereign, strength, power. I'm going to put that back up there. Oh, this little paper clip is giving me such a hard time. All right, sovereign, strength, power. I want to write something over here. I'm going to write English rendition. English rendition. So this will help me to remember my little study that I did here. And you know what? I don't know. I just might take this and place it in here. I might not. I'll see. I don't know. But that's it. I think that's it, everybody. Very busy pages. Very, very busy pages. I want to make sure, though, where's my little bow? Let's make sure we get the little bow back over for here. And that is it for this 2-page spread. I hope you're enjoying going through Psalm 37 with me. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit that like button and let me know if you have any questions or comments. Okay, thanks everybody. Bye-bye.